G'day, it's Jamie and welcome to Where's My Yowie. Today I'm reading a few newspaper reports about a Yowie sighting at Pyramul in 1906, so we'll get into it. This first report was published in the Daily Telegraph on Tuesday the 21st of August 1906, titled Resembling a Baboon. Our Mudgee correspondent wired last night, stating that residents of Pyramul, about 40 miles from Mudgee, have been terrorised by the appearance there of a strange animal resembling a baboon. Several reputable people aver that they have encountered the animal and that its appearance is such as to inspire the greatest dread. The end. Okay, so this next article was published in Sydney's Evening News on Tuesday the 21st of August 1906, titled The Mudgee Baboon. The Tantanoola Tiger is, we are glad to see, not alone in providing the public with an occasional sensation. A rival has appeared in the shape of what we may be permitted to call, for descriptive purposes, the Mudgee Baboon. At least it would perhaps be more correct to call the animal after Pyramul, where it is said to have been seen, but the news of its appearance comes from Mudgee, and Mudgee will therefore have to stick. A telegram published this morning says that the residents of Pyramul have been put into a state of terror by the appearance there of a strange animal resembling a baboon. Several respectable people aver that they have encountered the animal and that its appearance is such to inspire the greatest dread. The quoted words suggest a possible and maybe probable solution of the mystery. At the moment, there are many worthy gentlemen engaged in political missions of all kinds throughout New South Wales. May not the supposed baboon be merely the apostle of some new political crusade whose unfortunate personal appearance has prevented his getting into amicable relations with those whom he is desirous of addressing? The end. Okay, so this next article was published in the Weekly Times on Saturday the 25th of August 1906, titled Pyramul Papers. This habit of seeing things has been developed in different forms. At Tantanoola, for instance, somebody going home late one night from the lodge saw a tiger. Before 24 hours had elapsed, there were numbers of people who thought they saw a tiger. Each one took careful note of him. One thought he saw black stripes and yellow markings. Another described him, if I remember rightly, as being tastefully picked out in ultramarine with crimson points. Then a curious thing happened. The tiger appeared at half a dozen different places at the same time. This was clearly a mistake, however, as it was recognised that although a Tantanoola tiger is distinct from any other breed of tiger in the world, even the Tantanoola tiger could not be in 6 places at once. Then people all over the country began to think they had seen the tiger. According to newspaper reports, he breakfasted on the South Australian border, lunched in Gippsland, dined in the Riverina, and got a shakedown at night in the Dandenong Ranges. People have now grown tired of seeing a tiger, so a man up Mudgee way, anything is possible at Mudgee, thought the other day he saw a baboon. Perhaps he did see something very like one. Indeed, we are told that reputable people saw it. This seems to indicate that reputable people, as well as disreputable people, get this uncanny habit of seeing things. The baboon and tiger form the nucleus of an imaginary menagerie, which will someday become a valuable collection if people go on seeing things at this rate. The end. Okay, so this next article was published in the Singleton Argus on Saturday, the 25th of August, 1906, titled Notes and Notions. The Tantanoola Tiger appears to be taking a rest for a time, for it has not been seen lately by mortal vision. But it is satisfactory to learn that this state, at least, is not altogether without another animal mystery. Years and years ago, there were tales about a yahoo or bunyip that used to visit lonely river reaches and scare some of the ancient inhabitants out of their natural existence for a time. Now, however, in place of the tiger, there comes a story from Pyramul in the Mudgee district concerning an animal resembling a baboon. It is averred that several reputable people have encountered such an animal and that its appearance inspired with the greatest dread. Now, this may have been a real baboon escaped from some menagerie. It may have also been our good friend of past years, the bunyip, turned up again. Or it may turn out upon investigation that it is only some political agitator with hirsute appendages who is early upon the warpath and is paving the way for the next federal election. It is a pity, however, if the latter is the case, that this apparition has had a chilling effect on some people who encountered it. When some venturesome soul makes a closer acquaintance, this baboon may turn out to be a very gentle politician indeed, who is making the electoral paths straight for his party, and who retires occasionally into the woods to commune with himself upon the political situation. For as nature hath made strange fellows in her time, the political agitator may be found in the presumable baboon. The end. Okay, so this next article was published in the Wellington Times on Monday, the 27th of August, 1906, titled A Baboon at Pyramul. The residents of the usually peaceful locality of Pyramul are just now enjoying the terrors of a very decent little sensation. Several people of that place, including the oldest inhabitant, are prepared to swear that they have seen in broad daylight a strange weird animal resembling either a baboon or lion, mostly like a baboon. Pyramulites now, to a man and a baby, keep within doors at night, and there is a run on firearms, which promises to deplete all available supplies. It only remains for someone over that way to spot the mysterious airship or the Tantanoola Tiger to make Pyramul truly famous. The baboon has since been brought to bay and burnt to death in a hollow tree. Its destroyer describes it as being like a huge dog with a long tail. The end. Oh, that's a pretty interesting story, how they've seen what they think's a baboon, but it's a Yowie at Pyramul, because I've done a few sightings at Pyramul already. And then they keep mentioning the Tantanoola Tiger, right? So we'll talk about it for a bit. Back in the 1890s in South Australia, near Mount Gambier, there's a place called Tantanoola, and they were having lots and lots of sheep were disappearing, and then people started seeing what they were describing as a tiger, because it was yellow with black stripes, and a fair few people saw it. And because this guy's sheep were getting taken, he's got a hunter in to come and try and shoot it, and they had several attempts and never got anything. And then in the end, this hunter guy saw what he thought was a large dog attacking a sheep, so he shot and killed it, and then they've taken it back into town and they've had it stuffed and mounted. And it turned out that the Tantanoola Tiger that he shot, well, what he thought he shot, was a hybrid wolf of like a half dog, half Siberian wolf crossbreed, which is really weird. Like, what's that doing in Australia? But then afterwards, people were still seeing the tiger, because a lot of people said that what this guy killed because it didn't have the stripes, it wasn't the same creature that they were seeing, and so people were still seeing this striped tiger getting around. So was that a thylacine or a thylacoleo that they were looking at? Who knows? But it's both stories are really interesting, and if you want to check out a Tantanoola tiger, just look that up on the internet. It's very interesting. Okay, that's it from me. I'll get back to you all later. Bye.